everyone. I'm Adam Brown, and this is Shell Point Today for Monday, July 6th. On today's show, Dee Horne of Harbor Court will tell us about the River City Brass Concert coming up at the end of this week at the Village Church. And Inga Bredahl will recap an art class that was held at the Arbor recently. And finally, Heather Battey of Resort Services talks about excuses not to exercise. But first, we want to let you know that at the end of this week, the staff in our Resort Services Department will be doing their semi-annual clean-out of the lost and found at the service desks. Have you recently misplaced a piece of jewelry, or maybe a pair of glasses, or even your emergency cell phone? Well, Shell Point is always full of Good Samaritans, which means that there's a good chance that your missing item might be in lost and found at your local service desk. So please take a minute to stop by and see if something you lost has been found, because on Friday, all the remaining items will be donated to the thrift store. Speaking of the thrift store, we want to remind you of the anniversary sale that is going on at the community thrift store now through July 11th. All during this celebration week, select clothing will be marked down to an incredible price of only $1. Wow, sounds like it's time for me to go shopping. Don't miss the opportunity to win some great raffle prizes, sweet treats, and more, all happening right now at the Community Thrift Store on McGregor Boulevard. And now it's time to remind you of Professor Adrian Kerr's class on the rise and fall of the Ottomans. No, I'm not talking about that little piece of furniture in your living room that you might be resting your feet on right now. No, we're talking about an empire in Turkey that played a pivotal role in the history of the Middle East. If you'd like to learn more about the Ottomans, where the birth of 3 of the major religions of the world took place, then make sure to catch Professor Kerr's class tomorrow in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands. This journey back in time begins at 10 a.m. The Arbor Medical Center needs greeters for Thursday and Friday afternoons. If you have time to spare on these days, then this might be just the opportunity for you. In this volunteer position, you will ensure that residents are greeted and checked in with their appropriate doctor. To learn more about volunteering at the Arbor, call Melody Desolé at 454-2290. While we're on the subject of the Arbor, let's find out what has been happening there recently to get residents' creative juices flowing. Activities Director Inga Bredahl is standing by to give us a review of a recent art class that took place.
As I shared with you last month, King's Crown created wonderful, colorful fish on canvases. This month, we celebrated the artistic talents of the Arbor residents. Fortunately, Lois Sullinger, who is a King's Crown resident and artist, volunteered to help me once again, along with the activity leaders, to create a painting class for our Arbor residents. This time, Lois thought it'd be fun to try painting turtles. Over 20 residents dressed in artist smocks met in the Arbor Art Room and eagerly sat in front of their canvas and listened intently as Lois instructed them on painting their turtle. It was wonderful to see the residents' faces as they began to dab their brushes in colorful paint as they created their own masterpieces. Just like at King's Crown, there were times that the room was quiet as they all concentrated, and at other times the room was filled with laughter and the residents were complimenting one another. As the painting slowly turned into colorful turtles with lots of personality, the residents began to get more excited of the art that they had created. What was really interesting here at the Arbor was there was a variety of residents with lots of experience and those that had barely picked up a paintbrush. Each person had their own style, and it was fun to see how their creativity came out through the colors of the paint they chose and the way they added brush strokes to their canvas. After the class was completed, the residents gathered for a group photo to showcase their artistic individuality. Next month, we will continue our art parties at the Springs, and I can't wait to show you what they will create. Until then, try painting something for yourself and see how much better you'll feel.
The summer concert series here at Shell Point is fully underway. Last month, we enjoyed some of the best a cappella singing around from the world champion Crossroads Quartet. This month, the River City Brass comes to town with a special 8-piece ensemble. They will take the stage this Friday evening at the Village Church. To tell us more about the concert, here's Dee Horne.
Hi, I'm Dee Horne from Harbor Court. I'm on the Fine Arts Committee, and I'd like to take a moment to invite you to take advantage of this year's summer concert series. It's not too late to experience some of the wonderful musical entertainment that's coming right here to Shell Point. On Friday, July 10th, the River City Brass Ensemble will perform at the Village Church. You'll enjoy this patriotic celebration concert with a new 8-piece ensemble led by world-renowned tuba artist James Gourlay from Scotland. As a soloist and chamber musician, Gourlay has won international acclaim. Having studied at the Royal College of Music, he has been the principal tuba player for the Birmingham and the BBC Symphony Orchestra, and has worked with most of the world's top conductors. He has toured the world performing with major orchestras. He has a number of solo recordings which cover all of the major works for tuba. In 2010, Gourlay became the musical director of the River City Brass Band, located in Pennsylvania. Their mission is to further American musical culture. The concert is at the Village Church Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. Tickets for the concert are $20 each and can be purchased at either service desk or by calling 454-2067. We hope you'll join us for this exciting celebratory concert on July 10th with the River City Brass Ensemble. Oh, and don't forget, there are 2 more concerts remaining in the summer concert series. The Woodworks on August 25th, and Dick Hyman performs on September 10th. In addition, there will be a bonus concert with the Southwest Florida Chamber Symphony on August 13th. All concerts are at the Village Church, begin at 7:30 p.m. For more information, visit either service desk or call 454-2067. We'll look forward to seeing you there.
And now it's time for another Fit Tip. Resort Services' Heather Battey tackles this one all on her own. Heather has found a nice cool spot under the trees where she is relaxing on a park bench. Well, actually, she's not relaxing. She's talking about excuses. Excuses that we often come up with as to why we don't exercise. But I'm sure Heather does find staying fit and enjoyable, and I guess it could be a relaxing activity.
Hi, I'm Heather Battey with today's Fit Tip. You know, I hear all the time so many excuses why you're not exercising. First, people say they don't have time. Well, how much time do you spend watching TV? Why don't you get up and march in place while you're watching your favorite TV show? Or I hear, I'm just so tired. Well, you know, exercise actually gives you energy. It only takes 12 minutes for your endorphins to kick in, and then you'll be more energized for the rest of the day. And excuse number 3, exercise is boring. Grab a friend, grab a partner, walk your dog, or like I stated before, you can even work out while you're watching a movie, or grab a book and go on a treadmill. So next time you feel like you're too tired or you don't have time, think of this Fit Tip. Have a great day.
Now let's bring you up to date on all of the latest happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections. Right after this listening to the Words preview from David Howenstein.
Stories of a large variety of animals are filling the minutes of this week's Listening to the Words program. A Shell Point couple are leaving no pill unturned to prolong the lives of their two canine friends. The lives of subway dogs in Russia will surprise you. You'll enjoy meeting the voice of Big Bird. Also hear the adventure of two shell pointers with a friendly frog. Oh yes, comedy writer Carl McGill reminds us of the joys of cleaning the garage. And how many people does it take to lift and move a 10-ton barn in Nebraska? That and a lot more will be revealed, including the most beautiful description of a man and his two cats listening to the world while enjoying the rain. Unlike the rain, you could listen to the words all day, every day this week on Shell Point Channel 12. You can tell those who don't have that Channel 12 that they will find the 30-minute program at www.shellpoint.net, clicking on Media, and then clicking on Listening to the Words. Or they can go directly to www.shellpoint.net/listening to hear this and any of the 196 recorded programs anytime. This is your reader-host, David Howenstein, thanking you for listening to the words.
Hello and welcome to the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Caitlin Vanscoy and I'm here with Bev Chanley, and we're going to let you know all of Monday's activities. We start at 8 o'clock with the mobile mammography. It'll be here from 8 to 5 at the Village Church. At 8:45, we have virtual bowling in the Resident Activity Center. Men's round robin doubles tennis will be at the Woodlands Tennis Courts at 9 o'clock. And 9:15 is the time for billiards in the Resident Activity Center. The Lollygaggers paddlers will head out for their weekly outing at 9:15 and they leave from the kayak storage. Pottery with instruction available will be at 9:15 in the Pottery Studio. And the Susie Q heads out to Matanzas on the Bay for lunch at 10 o'clock. You do need to sign up for that trip. The Parkinson's Enrichment Group will be in the community room of King's Crown at 10:15. And the Disciple Men's Study Group will be at 10:30 in the game room of the Woodlands. 10:45 is the time for table tennis clinic in the Tarpon room. And our last morning activity is a Health Connections class at 11:30, Agility and Flexibility in the Health Club. That's currently full. Here's Bev to tell you all about our afternoon activities.
Thank you, Caitlin. We're going to start the afternoon off with Mahjong. That'll be at 12 o'clock in the Sable Room at the Woodlands. At 1:15, we have advanced table tennis, and that's in the Tarpon Room. We also have a 1:15 Samba game. That's at the Resident Activity Center. We have a Health Connections class at 1:45, Balance and Mobility Training Level 1 in the Health Club. And then we're going to move to 3 o'clock for another Health Connections class, Pilates Stretch. That's in the Health Club as well. At 5 o'clock, you'll find the singles table at the Crystal Dining Room available, should you choose. And at 6:30, we have Duplicate Bridge. That's played in the game room at the Woodlands. Well, we're happy to see you here today, and we'll see you right back here again tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terry Kolath with your Academy information. At 10:30, we have Anatomy of Words in the Oak Room of the Woodlands, and they welcome everyone. At 1 o'clock, our Mahjong Defense and Strategies series begins in the Country Kitchen on the second floor of the Arbor. Stop at the desk and ask for directions. This is for those who have signed up. I'd like to tell you about some new classes coming tomorrow. We have an Academy on the Go, number 5, all aboard, going to the Lakes Park Railroad Museum and train ride. You start boarding here on the Shell Point bus at 8:30 in the morning on the island. We also have the Rise and Fall of the Ottomans, the first session of a 2-part course with Professor Adrian Kerr. Sign up can happen right at the door. We have an iPad, iPhone walk-in clinic with Penny Modridge of Nautilus and some other volunteers helping to answer your questions.
Menus for Monday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is seafood Newburg with rice pilaf and seasoned spinach. The dinner special is All Home Cooking Night for $11.95, and the soup of the day is tomato. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is chicken with peppers, onions, and cheese panini with fresh fruit for $7.75. The dinner special is roast pork with sweet potato casserole and fresh broccoli for $8.75. And the Palm Grill is closed on Mondays. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, I'm Dotty Morrison. Welcome to Village Church Connection. I'm here in the Village Church today, and I want to show you what refurbishments have happened in the church library. Now, if you don't know how to get to the church library, you can either enter from the front door and come down the ramp behind the chairs and turn left, or there's an east door where you can enter from the outside. As we come into the library, we're welcomed by Nita Deweese, one of our church librarians.
Welcome to the
Hi,
Village
Nita.
Church Library.
So this is an exciting place. It's so bright, new shelving,
New shelving.
and I
new-
love the seascape theme.
Very nice.
And I understand that there was a certain minister of music who had his hand in.
I'm not sure who that would be.
I don't know who that would be, but he was very creative.
Very creative.
Okay.
We have new paint, we have new lights, and we have all new shelving, which we didn't expect.
This is
So we're
wonderful.
delighted with that.
Okay, so why not take me on a tour? Let's say I come and I'm just browsing.
Okay.
I understand there's a media corner
Yes.
around the center here. Can we look in there?
We certainly may. We have all of our DVDs and CDs back here in this little corner called our media corner.
And these are family movies, and some have religious themes,
Right,
and they can be checked out
right.
to take to your
Absolutely.
apartment.
And you may keep them as long as you need them.
Okay. If I want to check out a DVD or a book, do I have to be a member of the church?
Not at all. You just have to let us know what your name and address is, and we'll put you in the system, and you're fine.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, so tell me what else we have on the shelves.
We have our entire reference section here, which is quite extensive for a small church.
It is.
Our
Yes.
small church library. I guess our church isn't small, but.
Right.
And then we move over here to our biography.
A lot of people really enjoy biographies.
Yes, they do, and we have quite an extensive thing here with a lot of mission people
Okay.
that are going to the church know who those people are.
I see some names I recognize: C.S.
Right.
Lewis, George
Right.
MacDonald, E. Stanley Jones.
And Billy Graham, and there's just a lot of people, even some historical people.
Is this Laura Bush over here?
Yes, that's Laura Bush.
Bonhoeffer. This is
Bonhoeffer.
quite, and even some presidents. John
Right.
Adams. Okay.
Absolutely. And Let's Roll, that was the Beamer thing.
Oh, yeah.
We have quite a few things.
Okay.
Then over here begins our nonfiction.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's quite extensive.
Yes.
We have
All the way over this way.
all the way around that whole section,
Oh, my
all the way
goodness.
over to here.
Okay.
And here we have our fiction, which of course is really the most popular.
All right.
It's our
yes.
fiction.
Yes.
And it goes from here all the way around to where we just started.
That's wonderful.
And
Okay.
we have
You
we have a lot of good reading here.
Good. Now, I notice Marge
Yes.
Marchison is here. You have
Yes.
volunteers that are here.
We have 17 volunteers to keep us going.
Okay.
And Marge is a very dependable Friday morning volunteer.
Okay. And so if I come in and I'm looking for a particular author, a particular genre, I'm not sure what I want, what can the volunteers help me with?
They can go on, we have a search program as well as our regular program, and they can go on there and search and find exactly what you want, whether it's by title or by author or by subject.
Okay.
We also have hidden under here a thing that will pull out, and it has a keyboard, and if you are knowledgeable with computers, you can search yourself right there.
Oh, so if I'm just not sure, but I want
right.
to do a little search, I can do it myself. How
That's
wonderful.
right.
That's great.
But we always have someone here to help.
That's great. Okay. About how many volumes and media pieces do you have?
Total would be 4,700 and some in here.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good to know for the summer. The summer, there's less concerts, less things
right.
to do. I might just have to come down and find
It's a
something.
good pastime, is reading.
Exactly,
And of course,
exactly.
always TV or DVDs and stuff are always fun.
Right. Your hours are on the door
They're
over
on the
here.
door over here.
Let's remind people you're open 9 to 11 and 1 to 3, Monday through Saturday.
Right.
And then you're also open right in the hour before any church
Service, right.
So in the Sunday morning,
8:30.
8:30 till the service starts. And then 4 to 6 in the evening, and also Wednesday 5 to 7
in the evening
for people that are coming to
for
praise and worship. So you can
right.
come and grab a book or turn in a book
That's right.
if you're here for a service.
That's absolutely right. We also have a phone in here, so if anybody needed to call to see if, make sure we were open or what we had. 454-2164.
Nita, I've enjoyed my tour, but I'm going to come back. I want to hear more.
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. You'll enjoy it. I guarantee it.
And Nita or one of the wonderful volunteers will be here to help you if you come by the church library any of the times that are listed.
Well, that's going to wrap things up for today's show. Be sure to join us again tomorrow when Willie Demarest of Royal Bonnet explains to us why she's been wearing a bionic-looking arm attachment and a leg brace lately. And we'll recap this past weekend's 4th of July birthday bash here at Shell Point. Until then, this has been Shell Point Today for Monday, July 6th. I'm Adam Brown, and along with all of us here at Shell Point TV, we want to wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.